Crypto presents exciting new opportunities for the investment-minded, but it's also volatile and accelerating in complexity. That's why we created Token Metrics, an intelligent crypto platform backed by an industry-leading combination of data, AI, and media that feeds optimized portfolios to crypto investors. Featuring Token Metrics ratings to help you find the best investment opportunities in real time, an indices page that showcases various model portfolios, and deep insights into price predictions and technical analysis, a dedicated NFT dashboard that evaluates NFT collections and assets by our machine learning algorithm to find the most profitable and secure NFTs across all available blockchains. Plus, with access to Token Metrics TV, monitor 24/7 exclusive crypto news and analysis. Whether you're a first-time trader or a seasoned crypto investor, you can stay informed and in control, backed by your all-in-one crypto companion, Token Metrics. Take control of crypto today at tokenmetrics.com.
We just landed on the moon in the Lambo.
Happy Friday, everybody. Welcome to Token Metrics. I'm Ian. And wow, it is meme season. Meme season. We got Pepe, we got Milady, we got Shiba, Dogecoin, Wojak. All these different memes are just popping off. So is it possible to make millions with crypto in crypto memes? Yes, it happens all the time. People want to talk about memes. Guess what? Let's talk about memes. All right, so tune in. So let me pull this up here. Yeah, there we go. All right, so be sure to follow us on socials, Twitter, YouTube, everywhere. And on the agenda today, we have a lot to talk about. Right? Definitely make your voice heard. Go to menti.com, menti.com, and post your questions that you want me to answer the most, whether it's crypto memes or whatever, or even just how to invest in crypto long term. Use the code 7278275. That's 7278275. Or just scan the QR code. All right, so on the agenda, let's kick things off with the audience welcome. So first up on the stream was, let me pull this up here. Hey, Brocanudo, how are you? Astrobot family in the house. Dere, good to have you here. Christy, Donato, happy Friday. Chain, watching us from Bangladesh. That's what's up. Mervin, hi from Singapore. Awesome. I will be there for Token 2049 in September. Looking forward to meeting our crypto family out there and also all the Astrobot holders. All right, so on the agenda, we'll go through, do coin of the week. We'll also answer your question of the day. And then we'll have an AMA. Actually, AMA is going to be at the end, not the middle. I'm not sure why it's there twice. Then we'll do top 5 coins of the week. And next week, we're also going to add a new segment from just really the last 2 events we had. We had here in Austin during Consensus, and also during New York, during NFT and NYC, we had 2 different events with our community for Token Metrics, AstroDAO, Astrobot as well. And just hearing all the crypto success stories was pretty cool. So we said, hey, why not add a segment where people can come onto the stream and share their crypto journey and success stories with others to show them that it's possible, but also give inspiration. So stay tuned. Next week will be our first try at it. We're reaching out to different people in our community that have had crypto success that want to share the success on the stream via the segment. So stay tuned. Looking forward to that. All right. So first up, coin of the week. Here are the options. These are the trending coins of the week. So we have Pepe. Pepe is still trending, even though it's kind of come down and lost a lot of money. But as I said last stream, only invest what you're willing to lose. And already assume if you're investing in memes or trading memes that they're going to zero. That way you manage your risk and don't put in less than 1% of your portfolio, 1% or less. That's it. All right. So if it goes to zero, you're fine. All right. So we got a new meme coin that's trending, Milady. Now, honestly, I don't even know too much about this. All I know is it was trending on Twitter. I believe Elon Musk tweeted about it or tweeted at it, and it just began trending. But only in crypto, right? In crypto, you see some people just trending with meme coins. So tell us what you think. What do you like? What is your coin of the week? Is it Pepe? Is it Milady? Is it Arbitrum? The L2 is still doing well. Sui Network or Snailbrook? I have not heard of Snailbrook, but let's actually pull up some coins here. And let's just talk about memes, right? So how do you make millions in memes? Is it even possible? Is it even possible? So guess what? This is from Twitter, from actually from CoinGecko. How much money do you need to be a meme coin millionaire? Right. So with the initial investment amount needed to reach $1 million with a meme coin. So let's begin. If you had bought a Shiba, if you had bought $12 worth of Shiba when it initially came out, you would have been a millionaire. Just think about that for a second.
We just landed on the moon in the Lambo.
I mean, hey, it's memes. The fundamentals might not be there, but hey, if it's crypto, people love making money in crypto. I have my story with that. I was actually hosting one of the people that's alleged to be the co-creators of Shiba. I was hosting him back in, it was 2 weeks before COVID kind of happened, but COVID was kind of trending upwards. And I was hosting him we basically grabbed drinks, talked crypto, and this guy was a genius marketer, like Hall of Fame marketer. So I'm not surprised he was able to do this, but he was talking about doing a meme coin. And he had done a legitimate project that ended up not doing well. So I was hesitant to touch anything with the meme coins because honestly, I don't really do memes. The only meme coins I really have now, I would say, is the dog fork on Polygon. I forget the name, but basically, he was talking about this. I didn't buy it, and the rest is history. This guy's now a billionaire. Basically, it happens in crypto all the time. But anyway, $12 to become a millionaire with Shiba Inu back then. Dogecoin, $820 to become a millionaire. Floki, $4,500 to become a millionaire. Bonk, I've not heard of Bonk actually, $26K. Then baby Dogecoin, $28K. Then you have all these others. Then you got Pepe. Okay, so Pepe says basically if you put in $158,000, you would have been a millionaire. This actually seems kind of low. Let me actually read the comments from the tweet here. So it's basically saying on average, an investor would need about $66,000 to become a meme coin millionaire, right? So the minimum initial investment needed to reach $1 million in meme coins with Shiba Inu ranged from about $12 all the way to almost 200 grand for a Doge or Doge. I'm not sure what that is. I'm guessing it's a Dogecoin or Dog meme on Arbitrum. That's my guess. Let's see here. For those who bought into the first meme crypto, Dogecoin, on December 15th, 2013, they would have needed to invest $819 to become a millionaire. Okay, interesting. Then we've also got Elon, basically Dogelon Mars and Bonk are on the other end of the spectrum. Let's see here. Let's see Pepe. Where's Pepe? Yes, so it's worth noting that some of the newer meme coins like Pepe, Wojak, and Doge have seen modest gains between 400% to 500%. They just had a lot more than that, right? So anyway, here, let me share some other stories since it's meme season. So here's one from the Crypto Times. Pepe makes millionaires. Early investors see enormous returns. So this person's, whatever their handle is, made a fortune investing $251 in 5.9 trillion Pepe after selling off 56% of their holdings for over $4 million. So they still have about half of it. So they turned basically $250 to $4 million, and they still have half in the bag. They still have a moon bag. And they got in early. And it says over 50 addresses hold more than $1 million worth of Pepe, according to Arkham Intelligence. That's a lot of crypto meme coin millionaires. All right, so people are making money with memes. Mind of Tron says short memes. Hey, I mean, I would say definitely don't view it as a long-term investment. The strategy we shared on the last stream, highly recommend you go watch it. It was, I think, probably a classic stream. Lasted two hours long. Went through and really did a deep dive on how to trade memes. If you're going to trade them, to kind of do quick recap, don't put more than 1% of your portfolio into any trade or meme coin. So if you're buying Pepe, if you have 10 grand, put in $100 max. Right? But even then, there has to be a research process of how you find those products. You can't just find anything that's illiquid, right? So we said one way is to just find the trending coins that have liquidity, all right? So whether it's using CoinMarketCap, CoinGecko, Tokenmetrics, our platform, right? But there are different ways to do it, right? So for instance, if you go to Tokenmetrics, you can come here and just find the trending coins, right? So right now, we don't have too many meme coins today. But early in the week, there were lots of meme coins, right? Whether it was Pepe, whether it was others, right? You can use that strategy to help you do all that. Then let's also find some other millionaires via meme coins. So this is actually from Fortune. That's the video of pictures stop playing. But how a risky bet on Shiba Inu made this warehouse manager a millionaire. Yeah, so you have Rob, 35 years old, former supermarket warehouse manager in Northern England. So he's a Brit. Okay, so it says he was inspired to put $8,000 in stages into Shiba Inu. The price was worth 1,200 times what it was worth in February when Rob started investing. Withdrew $500,000. What else does it say? So he was earning about 68K as a manager. But basically, he made a lot of money. Right? The Dogecoin frenzy of 2021 created two bona fide giants in Dogecoin worth an estimated 35 billion and Shiba Inu coin worth an estimated 29 billion. At least one SHIB holder managed to turn $8,000 into $5 billion. And speculation is, or allegations are that this is the founder of, there are lots of people involved, right, is what they claim. I have talked to some of these people. Lots of people, basically crypto insiders were involved that formed this meme coin and made it pump because they had the connections, they had the experience and all that. And people made a killing with it. All right, so then we also got Dogecoin, the classic. All right, so this is from Finbuild. There are over 1,000 Dogecoin made millionaires. This is from back in November 2022. So this is last year. So a lot of people made money with Dogecoin, which has been around since forever. If you actually go to this website here, this has the top 100 Dogecoin. So currently, as of today on this site, there are 578 Dogecoin millionaires. And 73 people have more than $10 million in Dogecoin. So, I mean, people do make money. And so looking at the largest Dogecoin addresses here, most of these are actually exchanges. We got Robinhood, Binance, Cryptsy. Okay, didn't know that they had that much in Dogecoin. Doge Party, Kraken, Binance. Then all these seem to be other non-exchange addresses. So people are making money out there. So the question is, what meme coin are you making money with? All right, so going back to coin of the week, are you still down with Pepe or have you moved on to Milady? So let me actually pull up Twitter here. All right, so people have been talking about Milady, right? Let's see here, Milady. So hold on. So you have Pepe that has over 1,000 holders now, which has come out of nowhere, right? Then you have basically Milady, and it says Remilia's NFTs, primarily Milady making. Yeah. So anybody here owning any Pepe or Milady, or what meme coin are you in, and how are you managing risk? Let's see what people have to say. Post down in the chat. People are talking about Ben. Yeah, BitBoy and Crypto Ben, or I'm sorry, BitBoy Crypto. Ben Armstrong has been talking on Twitter a lot about Ben. My thoughts are they're memes. Trade with risk. Trade by managing risk. Don't put more than 1% of your portfolio into them. If you make money, take out a third after every 3 to 5x or so, and keep a moon bag for the long term. But as it goes up, sell a third after every 3 to 5x. That's kind of the strategy. So in terms of Ben, so let me actually pull up all of these real quick. Let's see what people are talking about here. I think be careful with Twitter because there are lots of scams on here. All right. If we do Ben, yeah, even Ben is, yeah, because you have lots of, I would say, scams on here. I've actually got a Bitboy. He's been talking about it. I think he's not taking ownership of Ben. I think somebody else launched it. Then he came in and took. Let's see here. Okay, there's a lot of tweets here. Okay, but it was trending on Twitter. But anyway, just be careful when trading meme coins. All right. Okay, so coin of the week, according to the audience on Mentimeter, Pepe. Pepe is still coin of the week. Now, be careful, Pepe, because if we on Tokenmetrics, we don't have newly listed coins in terms of giving them an AI rating for trader grade and investor grade. So we don't really have much, but it is liquid. Actually, we do have an investor grade now. And actually, surprisingly, it's going up. Interesting. Even though it's down 19%, FTV is $500 million. Trading volume, though, is a lot. Over 600 million daily trading volume. So it is very, very liquid. People are speculating a lot in this, but looks like it's going up. So this is rather interesting. It is down 70% in the last week. So, I mean, be careful out there. That's why you assume that you better lose all your money when you get into meme coins. All right. So with that being said, let's move on to question of the day. Do you think Pepe coin will keep on going up? Or is this the end? Or are meme coins done? Is the meme season over? Is this the peak? Because if we go back and actually do a quick market update using Tokenmetrics' market page, anybody can find this by just going to tokenmetrics.com, create a free account, and go to analytics market. So we're still in a bearish market. We're still in a bearish trend. And our bull and bear gauge is very, very bearish, right? Basically, it's 20%. So it's deep in strong sell. So right now it's risk off. And we're deep in Bitcoin season. And coming down here, I mean, basically all the sectors, every sector is pretty bad wrecked, right? The only ones doing pretty well, synthetics and derivatives, relative, right? But they're all basically doing bad. Then we got here Floki, a meme coin, metaverse, that's trending. The big movers, we got pretty much Blocks has always been here for a while. I'm not sure why that's going on. Then in terms of big movers, yeah, people are going to Compound. So people are trying to earn interest on Tether because they see Compound USDT. And pretty much everything else, nothing to write home about. So I would definitely be careful. But right now, it's actually healthy that Pepe has corrected, right? Because it's down 70% in the last week. But long term, I do think Pepe is here to stay. I do think meme coins, despite the irony, they do have actual utility. They have, I would say, cultural utility. And historically speaking, if you just go back and look, Dogecoin has existed since forever in crypto and has always been there, right? People always want memes. And then Dogecoin was a fork of Bitcoin. And then you essentially had Shiba Inu, took that same concept and brought it to Ethereum and made it DeFi friendly. You had Shiba Swap, that was basically a fork of Uniswap, and you had the whole ecosystem. You basically took the whole Dogecoin culture meme and put it onto the Ethereum blockchain, where it's a lot easier, a lot more friendly with smart contracts. And now you're taking the same thing and adding new meme coins. So you have Pepe. Pepe is taking a classic OG meme that's been around forever, from 4chan days, and now is turning this into an actual cryptocurrency. So in the last stream, I talked that I think Pepe, call me crazy, has a legitimate chance. I'm not saying 100% chance, but has a legitimate chance. Let's say 50% chance to surpass Shiba Inu in market cap, right? So if we actually, let's actually see how feasible that is. I did cover this on the last stream, but I want to kind of do this again. If we come, okay, hold on, give me 1 second here. Let me just refresh my page. Okay, just give me 1 second. Just take a screenshot of something. So we're going to put in memes as a category. We're going to see what's available. Okay, all right. So if you're going to look into memes, so the ones our platform likes currently in terms of investor grade, meaning that if you're thinking basically long term, what is worth getting? Actually, let me add, yeah, missing the customized ratings page. I guess our dev team is doing some updates. But anyway, looking at this, Volt Inu is one we've covered. We actually got this as a very, very small trade. But the main thing is I would look for liquidity. So, I mean, all these, here we got Baby Doge. People have been talking about that a lot. Arb Doge AI. They're trying to really write the narrative of Doge, AI, and Arbitrum. We got Floki. Dogecoin is too large in terms of FDV, looking at all this. Right? So if you're looking for meme coin, let's say we're looking at market cap less than 100 million. So now we're going super degen. And this is basically it. So the ones that have been, yeah, we got Volt Inu, we got Digitaru. I haven't heard of that one. Wojak, we talked about last week. Yeah, but I would be careful with all this. If we go to trader, this is more short term. Let's look at the options. Okay, so this, what meme coins have 10 million trading volume or more in terms of liquidity? Actually, hold on. Let me do this again. Yeah, not much, honestly. Everything is not doing too well. We got Floki, but trading rate is still very, very low. So be careful. I mean, that's kind of I guess the gist of it. Be careful when trading meme coins. And people say, no, Pepe coin will not continue. The surge will not continue. All right, let's move on to top 5 coins of the week using token metrics. All right, so we'll do trader grade. We'll switch over here. All right, so we'll do trader grade over 70%. We'll do trading volume over 10 million. And these are the coins. I mean, we're in a bearish environment, so not really seeing much, honestly. I see ARPA is up 24%. Wow. I think we covered this a while back. This was like a Chinese blockchain, or L1 or L2. I believe it was doing interoperability. So it looks like something is making this pump. Yeah, secure computation network for blockchain adopted cryptography. Backed by Coinbase, Binance. Wow, okay. Yeah, so yeah, I do recall covering this, I think in Q1 on our customer webinar as a trade. Then I think the market crashed. So something's obviously moving here. FTV slightly over 100 million. So definitely I need to look into that and see what's causing this to pump. Let's actually put this into Twitter. If we do this, okay, it looks like that lots of traders trading this. Was it a short squeeze? Let's see, 5 coins by trending search on Binance. So it is trending on Binance. All right, so it looks like it's mainly traders in this. And yeah, definitely traders, because liquidity ratio. So the 24-hour trading volume in this is higher than the FTV. So that tells you that in the last 24 hours, the people who are holding ARPA are totally different than the same people who are holding it the next day. So the average holder holds this for less than 24 hours, basically. So you have nothing but speculation and traders trading this. So this is definitely a trade. Long-term investment data, I would not even look at, although it is trending upwards. But this tells me this is a game of musical chairs. And when the music stops, make sure you're not left holding the bag. Now, the tech could be good, but the early people in this right now are holding this for less than a day. That's what that tells you. Just looking at that based on those metrics. All right, so those are really the top coins of the week. Not much, right? So we got ARPA, we got BitGet, which was one we had last week as well, the exchange. We got some USDC stablecoin on Wormhole. I'll probably avoid that. I just do cash. Then you got Tron, but not really much else. If we actually make changes to maybe 5 million trading volume, let's see what else pops up. We got Toma Chain, Orion. Yeah, so some additional tokens to add. Orion is up 11% in the last 24 hours. So that's trending up. So everything that's trending up is actually good. If you go to BitGet, what's the investment grade on this? Okay, investment grade is also trending up on this. FTV of 1 billion. So I guess, are they making moves over at BitGet? If I actually pull up their website. Yeah, I've never used their exchange. It looks like they are getting some kind of traction. Looking at the traffic, they're getting about 11.5 million monthly visitors. So I mean, as a trade, maybe kind of makes sense. But this is basically the list of tokens I would be looking to trade for the next week or so. All right, so what are your favorite coins, or what are your top 5 coins of the week? Hash says, which coin has the most determined community? Well, for meme coins, I think right now you have to look at, basically, you got Shiba Inu, Dogecoin, and then you got Pepe now coming out of nowhere, and their goal is to surpass all these dog coins. They basically are waging a dog war, and I think the Pepe community is pretty large, and the best community are people making money, and people making money love to talk about their gains in crypto, and I think when that happens, the community kind of FOMOs and just kind of gets bigger and bigger and bigger. Same thing happened with Shiba Inu, and the reason why I think Pepe has a chance is if Pepe is added to Coinbase and to Robinhood, then you get in all the retail, the non-crypto people who mainly use crypto on Robinhood. When I say non-crypto, I mean like the non-crypto degens who are on like Uniswap and all that. So I think that is possible. Good afternoon, Ian. Tokenmetrics has Bitcoin season and altcoin season. Will your team consider adding meme coin season to your charts? Well, that doesn't really fit the market page. So talking about this, because meme coin season is kind of an outlier. It's an anomaly. Technically, there are alts, right? Because right now we're deep in Bitcoin season, but this is not really factoring in the meme coins. So for now, I'll just use basically the trading page. Let's see here. Okay, all right. Okay, so let's move on to the next, to the, actually, yeah. So let's see here. Okay, so questions from the audience, AMA-wise. Thoughts on Radix potentially being a top 5 coin? Seems like the best tech out there that's been under the radar for years. The tech is good. I've done a code review on this. It scored over 80%. It scored like 83%. So tech is solid. However, before we even talk about top 5 coin, you have to look at its competition. I think, based on the data, it is overvalued relative to its market peers. So if we compare, so let's actually pull up Radix, XRD. So trading, okay, looks like it's bouncing back. There's been some kind of big reversal trade-wise. It's up 55% in trader grade, so it's currently in neutral, trying to work its way up to buy zone. But if we go to investor grade, it's in buy zone, so it's not too shabby, but it's at 64%. The FDV though, $1.75 billion. And if we compare that, right, so fundamentals, technology, definitely undervalued. So I definitely would agree with you on that. Relative to, it's a DeFi application. It's a DeFi L1 basically, DeFi blockchain, right? It's a full stack for DeFi. So basically, DeFi blockchain, they're doing all these different things. But if you take their current valuation, basically 1.8 billion, and a competitor out there that I prefer is Injective, and I'll tell you why. Injective is only 600 million FTV. Trader grade is not good right now, but investor grade is way higher because it's way more undervalued, right? And has better fundamentals, and has a $150 million ecosystem fund. So the question is, because we've done code reviews on both, and basically the tech is both good, both solid for both projects. So I think both actually scored 83%. So the question is Radix basically 3 times more expensive than Injective? Is the technology and fundamentals 3 times better than Injective, basically? I don't think so. That's why I'm not saying, I'm not trying to poo-poo on Radix. Tech is solid, but I think it is overvalued currently relative to comparable projects out there that are a third the valuation of Radix. Then you have Say Network, which is actually superior technology. Let me actually just pull up all of these to compare. So you have basically Injective, the blockchain built for finance, right? Kind of like Radix here, right? Built for finance, backed by Binance, Matera, Jump. It's basically part of the Cosmo ecosystem. Definitely a solid project, in our opinion. Then you also have Say Network, which actually has better tech than both of these. Hasn't launched yet, but word is it's going to launch in Q2. They just finished up the fundraising. From a technology standpoint, our blockchain engineers scored us an 89%, I believe, when it launches. But same thing, an L1 blockchain for DeFi, for finance, backed by a multi-coin, Coinbase, Jump, Delphi Digital. So basically, all these 3 are DeFi L1s worth watching. All 3 of them have good tech. If we had to rank them in terms of the technology, it would be Say Network. Then Injective and Radix kind of tied. Or maybe let's be generous and say Radix 2, Injective 3. but Say's last fundraise was at an $800 million valuation. I think when it launches, it's going to have a higher FTV than Injective, and I think even Radix. So I think Radix was pumping because they have updates and news, but also I think you have Say coming into the market, and they have a huge ecosystem. They have a $120 million ecosystem fund, and they've been recruiting lots of big projects in the space, from Agoric to Alpha Venture DAO to Band Protocol, BitGet, we talked about, Stellar, Project Relake. They've got they had Defund, SushiSwap as well, somewhere. But basically, they're getting lots of big projects to come to their platform. So definitely, I think worth keeping an eye on all three. So back to your question, can this be a top 5 coin? I don't see it. Now, let me actually flip this and say, if I had to pick a top 5 coin out of the 3, Say Network could be it. But if we even do that, right? Let's go to CoinGecko, right? Let's actually, let me pull up this real quick. Yeah, so they have it here just as an L1. But if we're looking purely at all this, right? Top 5, you're basically saying, can this be bigger than XRP and Cardano? Can this be as big as USDC? I mean, that is very, very ambitious. Very ambitious. Because currently, market cap rank, it is ranked 60th. But I would say, ignore Edgecoin. This is just probably a pump. But if we go to, where's Radix? All right, so it's over here. Yeah, I think it's a very, very ambitious projection. But hey, it is crypto. Anything is possible. But I would say probably unlikely, in my opinion. All right, next question. Will Fed pause or pivot by end of the year? Oof, is the Fed going to pause or pivot by end of the year? Honestly, I mean, I don't know. I don't really believe in macro, so it's not really a game I even play, because the reason why macro does not matter is there's always a bull market somewhere. There's always alpha somewhere. If you're waiting for macro to tell you when to get in, it's too late. Like if macro was telling you to be on the sidelines, you would have missed all these meme coins. You would have missed meme season. If macro was bearish in Q1, you would have missed the big AI narrative, right? You would have missed Canto back from Q4 to Q1. You would have missed that Injective from $1 to $9. So all of this to me is irrelevant. But let's say you do believe in macro, then I would say, even if that's the case, is it going to help you make money? Right? I think there are better ways to help you manage risk that don't depend on macro, because macro rarely gets backtested. All these macro economists, nobody actually goes through and actually logs every time they're bearish or bullish and actually backtest to see how accurate they are, right? Like we do with our indicators and all that on the platform. So is the Fed going to pause? I mean, I think it's possible. I would say maybe 60% possible, but I'm no macro expert, and I don't really believe in macro. But let's see what people think. Do you think the Fed's going to pause or pivot? Let's see here. Most active community is Wall Street Bets Classic. Yeah, Wall Street Bets on Robinhood. Getting them into crypto will definitely, getting them into Pepe will cause Pepe, I think, to pump even more and possibly surpass Shiba Inu in FDV. How does U.S. chain of commerce case against the SEC impact the industry? Well, I think it's definitely showing the whole world, but even Americans and regulators, that people are tired of this. They're tired of the SEC's BS. So you have the U.S. Chamber of Commerce basically suing the SEC. I mean, that's huge. They're suing the SEC. That is big time. Basically telling them that they're not really doing a good job. And then you also have recently you had DeSantis, the governor of Florida, I believe passed a law to ban CBDCs in the state of Florida. And then you have here in Texas, they're trying to add to the Bill of Rights here in Texas to add cryptocurrencies as a right. So you have all these big states, Florida and Texas, are pro crypto. That's why I like being here. And people have to vote, and politicians will listen when people vote them out of power, or lobby agencies like the U.S. Chamber of Commerce to push back towards the SEC and all these other regulators. So I think it's good. I think it's going to be great for the crypto space. Now, the question is anything worthwhile going to come out of it? I don't know. I mean, if Gensler's out of office by then, and he's just replaced with some other guy that's just the same, or gal that's just the same, wouldn't really matter. If anything, I think the good thing would be if Gary Gensler gets replaced by Hester Pierce. That would be the news everybody wants. But I don't know how likely that is. I think they typically hire the chairman for SEC. I think it's typically nominated by the president, I believe. And typically whoever wins office brings in their crony in a way, right? They don't going to pick somebody. So if Democrats win, they're going to pick Hester Pierce, who I believe is a Republican. So politics, essentially. But I think it is good for the space. What does it mean for markets that Jump and Jane Street are leaving crypto? They aren't leaving crypto now. So Jump and Jane Street are basically large market makers and large OTC desks and traders in crypto space. So from what I've heard via market makers, is they're basically getting off of Coinbase and these US exchanges, and basically waiting for crypto regulation to clear up in a way. So I don't think they're getting completely out. They're still investing and funding projects venture-wise, and I think they're still involved outside of the US, but I think it's just the clarity for regulation in the US is what's causing them concern. But I don't think they're fully leaving crypto. I think they're here to stay. They're here to make money, first and foremost. Hi, Ian. Do you see BRC20s and Bitcoin DeFi projects such as Stacks taking off? Is the current crop of Bitcoin DeFi projects worth jumping into, or are the fees and scalability too much of a problem? Stacks has not done well. Now, it had a rally last quarter, but once the market crashed, it stopped. So let's see if that has changed. Yeah, so trading this right now is not ideal. It's in strong sell territory. If you're investing in this, though, wow, it's actually up 24%. So trading it, not a good idea. Long term, though, is currently in a buy, not financial advice, of course. And it's saying it's basically undervalued. Fundamentals could be better. Technology could be better relative to what we have data-wise. But if you're thinking long term, it's not the end of the world. It's not too bad. So, I mean, if you're going to play that, what I would say is you go to correlation. It's highly correlated with Bitcoin and Ethereum. Ironically, it has Ethereum correlation, I guess, because smart contracts, but it's smart contracts on Bitcoin. So it's one way to get exposure to Bitcoin without having to own Bitcoin, or maybe you want to own something else that's not Bitcoin that has a lower valuation with more upside, but also does have a lot more risk. So that's one thing to keep in mind. In terms of other Bitcoin smart contract projects, I know there was Rootstock. RIF. Let's see if that has changed. So trader grade is still in buy, but it has been dipping a lot. So I would kind of assume it's going to go even lower. So trading it right now is not ideal. Investor grade neutral. Fundamentals kind of the same. But I mean, this project raised a lot of money back in 2018, but they haven't really done anything. Right? Blockstacks kind of has done a lot, but I haven't really heard from them. But let's see what they've been working on. Yeah, I mean, I'm not saying much. Okay, let's see what is DeFi gateway. Yeah, I mean, so I don't really know what they've been working on, but I think if you want, so I think BRC20s could take off, but in a limited capacity, because you can't really do much with them. Then if you want smart contracts, Stack, I would prefer Stacks over Riff, Rootstock. Is too much chain on the team's radar? I'm seeing them an icon running due to Southeast Asia. Well, it was one of the coins mentioned earlier on the ratings page for trading. If you reduce the volume down to 5 million daily trading volume or higher. So trading wise, I mean, it does kind of make sense. Let's say if we pull it up, Tomo chain. Yeah, so trade is currently in a buy zone. FTV is what, about 100 million? Yeah, indicator turned bullish. It's up 43% in last month. So I mean, trading, definitely keep an eye on it. Investing is also rising. So I mean, looks like it's definitely moving. So let me actually pull up the site here. Okay, highly scalable and secure blockchain network in mainnet since 2018. So many blockchains and L1s out there. It's tough to keep up. The main thing is getting developers. So question is, why would developers use this? So that's basically go to market is the main issue there. All right, so moving on to the next question. Will AI be the main narrative for next cycle, or is it tech too early? Oh, AI is not too early. AI is here to stay. AI has taken off. I mean, we had the GPT-3 moment, then we had GPT-4, then this week we had Google Bard that basically had a huge update that is now, according to people in the AI space, claiming that this is now even better than GPT-4 because you can do lots of things you can't really do in GPT-4. So AI is here to stay. People are losing jobs because of AI. IBM announced that basically cutting about 8,000 jobs in the future because they're going to do all that with AI. So the narrative is not too early. AI is here. It is here right now. And we've been on AI for a while, hence why our platform has AI in it. And actually, let me, I want to preview something that's coming to show you. Hold on, just give me 1 second. I'm actually, give me 1 second here. I think I have to go to the alpha site. Hold on, let me just stop sharing my screen real quick. I got but we've been working on our AI chatbot. It will be coming out in a gradual approach. We're thinking of doing the alpha launch of this with our basically our grandfathered VIP users or customers, and also VIP Astrobot holders. They would have the first alpha launch to test it out, and then would also, based on that feedback and that alpha test, then we would have a beta launch with our premium Astrobot holders and also premium customers. And then after that beta launch, then open it up to our advanced plan users, whether users or Astrobot NFT holders. And then based off of that, open it up to everybody and have even a basic plan option. But I'm not going to use it because it's currently still super early, still in testing. But I want to show you, this is what it looks like. So if you pull up my screen here, this is the future of token metrics. All right, so basically it's going to be a chatbot. You come here, obviously not financial advice disclaimer. You come here, you agree to it, right? Let me close out of all this. Okay. Okay, what happened? Okay, I guess I have to agree with the disclaimer here. All right, but yeah, this is basically it. This is basically GPT for crypto, taking all the tokenmetrics data and grades and analytics. So whatever you guys have been asking me on the AMA, you would have a bot you can come here and talk to, and basically just ask it any question in crypto, any question, right? So we've done an initial survey with our community and customers, and the question, surprise, surprise, people want to have answered the most is, what is the next 100x coin? All right, that's the question people want to answer the most. But here are some example things we're working on in terms of the actual capabilities, right? So what are the top crypto assets today? Compare Bitcoin and Ethereum. So basically every question being asked here, right? So that's crypto related. If we go back, okay, can I go back to questions I've closed? Okay, I guess I cannot. But if, okay, like all these questions that I've answered here, right? Like thoughts on Radix being a top 5 coin, or Toma chain, right? Or basically stacks. So imagine if you could ask all these questions directly to the chatbot. So this is what we're working on. Stay tuned. We'll have this out in a phased release. Web3 says the next token metrics. Yeah, so if you want to ask that question, obviously it's an AI. There'll be growing steps, but the plan is being able to give you all the data available on our platform in an easy, friendly way to be able to just talk to it and just chat with it. That's kind of the idea, right? So like right now, this is not working. I don't believe it's working because we're still testing this. Let me see what is. Oh, what is it? Say Helium network. Long-term grade. Yeah, so basically it would work like this, and it'll be a chatbot. So right now it's not working. Just want to kind of give you guys a sneak peek with what's coming to Tokenmetrics. Definitely curious to get people's opinions. Let me know what you think. And definitely want to get as much feedback as we can. Web3 says, I can't wait to test this out. Oh, it's actually working. All right, so yeah. So right now this is super early, but that's how it's going to work. It would obviously be a lot more detailed. This is just something we tossed up on the alpha site to kind of work things out. But yeah, stay tuned. We're hoping to have, I would say, an alpha as early as next month, right? So look forward to it, right? It will be a tiered approach because honestly, running all these API, because we're using our own data with ChatGPT's API, and then we have to kind of train it and fine tune it. And using all these requests is very, very expensive. So I think the average question is like, what, 2 cents? So that's why it has to be a phased approach in terms of us launching this. We can't just give this out to 1 million people because we're not funded like OpenAI is, right? We're not with, what, 30 billion and raised 10 billion they raised? Or whatever amount they raised. Basically, running AI is very, very expensive, but this is kind of the idea of what we're doing for crypto. But we'll have all these different questions that people can ask. And now my thought is this might even become the new homepage for Tokenmetrics, right? So imagine this being like the simple user-friendly version. And then you just have the ratings page for those that want to kind of do their own deep dive. But this could be like the way to get all the data in an easy way to consume. But yeah, that's kind of the idea of what's coming to Tokenmetrics. Is the bot free? No, but eventually there will be a free version, but obviously it's very, very expensive running all these AI models. So we want to scale it up. So we'll begin initially with VIP, Astrobot holders and users, and then work our way down to advanced, to premium, then advanced, then basic. Let's help build this out and bring revenue to Tokenmetrics. Yeah, thank you. Definitely appreciate it. Yes, Astrobots in the house. We want to offer value to Astrobot users. All right, so back to the AMA. What happened to my chatbot? Okay. All right. Let's go back to the questions. Yeah, so is AI the next narrative? I mean, I think so. Obviously, AI is taking over so many different things. Like everything, every industry is being disrupted by AI. I don't really know an industry besides maybe like something that has to be physical where AI is not being disrupted. But even that I've seen could be disrupted. I've seen videos of, I believe, Boston Scientific, of those running dogs where they basically put in Chat GPT. So everything's basically heading towards Westworld. For those of you who haven't seen Westworld, let me see if I can find a video of this robot on Boston Scientific. I think Boston Scientific Chat GPT. Yeah, I think Boston, is it Scientific or Dynamic? Let me see videos. Okay, maybe it's Boston Dynamic. Yes, here you go. All right, so yeah, but basically, I mean, even physical jobs are going to be automated. I mean, with AI. Right, so you have this. You basically have Westworld happening. Then you also have Tesla's Android. Let me Tesla robot. Just think about this. Right? This is literally here. Yeah, you have bots like this. So imagine the Tesla bot. Maybe let me do photos. Maybe the Android. I think is it coming out this year or something? Yeah, basically this Tesla bot, whatever it's called. So imagine this as an actual robot with the AI Chat GPT 4. I mean, that is crazy. So I don't think AI is too early. I think it has arrived. Like this is, in terms of technology advancements, you basically had like the birth of the internet. You had the .com era, and then I would say after that you had the smartphone, right? The Apple iPhone, this. And now I think we're having this big technological advancement for decades, AI. like AI is almost like, I think maybe even bigger. I think AI is almost like the industrial revolution. Like it is really a revolution, and people don't even grasp that yet. Just think about that. People are not grasping that. Like literally, like now, even other parts of our company now we're using AI. Like we're using ChatGPT for a lot of things, for crafting copy, to editing, to doing all kinds of things. Now, those were things that unfortunately were done by humans, but now are being done by AI. So humans have to find ways to either coexist with AI or unfortunately get left behind. It's kind of like how people had to learn technology, right? You have to learn how to use the internet. You have to learn how to use smartphones. You have to learn how to now use AI. Like it is literally crazy what's happening with AI. But anyway, that's my take on it. The market seems to be crashing. Will you say this is another sell in May and go away? You could say that. I mean, looking at this, it's definitely been bearish since April, and we're in a strong sell, very, very bearish. So yes, I would say it is. I would say sell in April and go away, but I would say don't go away, right? People who go away don't make money, right? Because those people who left, who went away, guess what? They missed Pepe. They missed all these meme coins. So there's always alpha out there. If you're completely, so for me, the mindset is change from risk on to risk off. So when it's all systems go, when it's very bullish, you can take a lot more risk because everything's going up. But when it's bearish, you reduce your level of risk. You become a lot more conservative. You take profits. So coming here, there's still some tokens that are making money. You have to just find them. And that's why we have Token Metrics to help you with that. And we do have a free plan now. So basic plan is free, and all the other plans basically give you even more access. And it's a free trial for those plans for 1 week. But basically, you can come here and find projects that are still making money. The question is, you have to find them. And if you're a long-term investor, you can find projects to accumulate long-term, right? For instance, like we bought Phantom this week on our fund, Token Metrics Ventures, on public markets, based on the investor grade being high, right? We also have here Cosmos is high now, right? So you can find all these projects. If you're out of the game, you could miss buying the dip of a lifetime. So that's kind of our perspective on all that. Let me answer a few more questions. When is Astra going mainstream? We can't wait. Yes, we're trying to go nice and steady, but going to Astra DAO, we did launch the wrapped BTC index this week. So we now have 2 indices. I don't want to pop out of MetaMask. So if you come down here, right, we now have basically, so using Token Metrics data API, we have wrapped Ethereum and we have wrapped BTC. So if you want to basically passively invest in crypto using Astra DAO, so it follows the trading strategy on wrapped Bitcoin. So basically, when it's bullish, it buys. When it's bearish, it sells into stablecoin. So it's basically automating the process for you. So currently, like it's bearish now, right? So obviously, it's going to be in stablecoins. But if it turns bullish, like it did here or here, it would buy wrapped BTC. So it's a way to kind of passively be in crypto without being in crypto. So for the sell and main and go away, maybe the approach people can look into is Astra DAO. So we already have 100K TVL on this wrapped BTC index, and we have 80K into this one. And then I believe we were supposed to put out a poll. Let me see if we put that out on Astra DAO. Give me 1 second. Yeah, a poll should be coming out. Let me Let me check. Yeah, a poll on what the next index should be, because we're using Uniswap as the router. So the options we had available were, if I can find this, we had Polygon, ApeCoin, Chainlink, or Hex. Those were the most liquid ERC20 tokens on Uniswap over the last few months and quarters. So let me know in the chat below, actually, what do you think should be the next index? Which index would you use? All right, so out of those four I just mentioned, we said Polygon, ApeCoin, Chainlink, or Hex. Which index would you like to see? Let us know below in the chat. Kefa says, Ian, please don't let AI replace you. We'll still need you. Now, what if the AI looks like me and sounds like me? That way, everybody can have me to ask any crypto question 24/7. WebP says, freaking me out. Yeah, it's crazy. All right, WebP says Polygon and Hex. Okay, good to know. All right, so let us know in the chat as I go to one other question before I wrap up. I do have to travel, heading home back from Mother's Day. So happy Mother's Day to all the mothers out there. All right, Anchor always scores high on investor grade, mostly above 80%. Is this a 100x coin? We do like Anchor. We do also own Anchor. It's a solid project. Undervalued, good tech, good fundamentals. It's also done well. There was a partnership that was announced, I believe, with Google or Microsoft early in the year. Trading right now is not good because everything is risk off. But investing, this is currently in buy, pushing strong buy. So it's first been ranked well, mainly because FTV is pretty good, especially quarter of a billion FTV. Over 81% of the tokens are already out there. So emission schedule in the future is going to be very, very low. And it's done fairly well, right? So good tech, good fundamentals, very undervalued. So now it's just going to do 100x. That I don't know. I mean, current market cap is 172. Looking purely at market cap, not FTV. If let's say, let's do this. So if it's currently at 2.5 cents, 250 million FTV. If we go back here, let's just do market cap because it'll be easier. Okay, so if it's 172, let's say what do we think it belongs from just technology and fundamentals? Just going to begin at the bottom here. Okay, so we've got injectives 460. Mina's basically 500 million. Yeah, I mean, I think it's fine where it is, honestly, because it's not necessarily a blockchain or L1. But if we do scenario analysis, this is an advanced feature. So I believe you have to be on the advanced one to get this. But basically, it's currently 0.02% of the total crypto market in terms of dominance. If we so basically it's somewhere around, between here, just that, right? If we think crypto is going to go to, let's say, worst case, 3 trillion. So from 1 trillion to 3 trillion total market cap. Or is that? I guess it's not there. Base case 3 trillion. I'm sorry. Worst case 3 trillion. Base case 5 trillion. Moon case 10 trillion. So the whole crypto market does a 5x, and it stays where it's at. It's basically going to 10 cents and some change. Now, if we think it's going to outperform the market because it's undervalued and has good fundamentals and good tech. But the market is going to be 5 trillion. Where's it going to go? So let's say base case is going to be, worst case is going to be 15 cents, but let's say 16 cents to round up. Base case, 21 cents, 53 cents as the moon case. So basically it would outperform the market by 4. Yeah, from 0.02 to 0.08, almost 9. So by 4x up, and the market does a 5x, that's what, a 20x? Let me do this. So 0.53. This 0.53 minus 0.025 divided by 0.025. Yeah, 20x. So I'll say 20x is the base case. We're looking, the moon case, if the market goes to 5 trillion. If it goes to 10 trillion, the moon case, if we take the moon case and the base case, we're looking at basically what, a 40x. Now, if we go super moonish, super bullish, right? Let's say it goes here. Let's say it becomes 1.7%, which I think is probably not likely, but that would, I think, give you that, right? So 2121 minus 0.025. That's the 800x return. So this is highly improbable, but it is crypto. It is possible. But let's say it goes to $2.12. Let's modify to that. That's a 84x basically. Yeah. So I mean, so to answer your question, is it a 100x coin? I would say highly not, but I think it can do base case 20x, but moon case 40 to 80x would be the target, I think. And from there, I mean, anything is possible, right? Because once something keeps on ripping, it can keep on ripping. All right, so let's pause there, check the chat, and then we'll wrap things up. To anyone wanting to make content using Tokenmetrics, is there anything we should be aware of? Yeah, definitely check out our affiliate platform. Let me go to tokenmetrics.com/affiliates. Actually, it just still, I think we have to update the link. And then you have to disable ads on here because the affiliate needs to track codes for all that. But basically, come here, we pay out 40% recurring commissions in USD for 12 months and 10% for any other affiliates you bring in. So good way to join the program. We've had other people in the program like BitBoy and others, and people have made a lot of bank with the program, right? If you come down here, just tokenmetrics.com/affiliates, it just shows you how to sign up. And basically it will give you an affiliate code and link that you use. And anybody who signs up using your link gets 10% off. And yeah, a great way to make some extra money in this bearish climate. All right. But content-wise, yeah, I mean, just create content. Our team would kind of review and see how things are going. If there's any issues or questions, our team can kind of help out. All right. What is the best exchange to use in America? In America, I think it's Coinbase. Coinbase, Kraken, all the ones that are regulated. Coinbase, Kraken, Gemini. Binance US, not so much. Binance has been having issues, and now they listed Helium. So I'd rather use Coinbase and Kraken and Gemini. I like Gemini because you can just withdraw without any limits. Coinbase, you have to there's a withdrawal limit, then you have to request for more. But with Gemini, you can withdraw $1 million, no issues, in less than 24 hours. In Coinbase, you have to put in a request, wait for it to be approved over 2 days. So it's a hassle. All right, what would you recommend to someone looking to become a crypto analyst using Tokenmetrics? I would say definitely go to our website, sign up, get the book, Crypto Investing Guide. Read that. It's available on Amazon. If you read the book, definitely leave us a review on what you thought of the book. And the book is also available as a PDF. I have to double check where. Yeah, so if you come here, resources, Crypto Investing Guide, it's available for free as a PDF. Right, so just come here, put in your email and your name, and we'll email you the PDF version for free. Right, because the main goal isn't really to make money on the book. Books don't really make money. The main goal is to just help people learn crypto. All right, so definitely check that out. All right, with that being said, we're going to wrap things up there. And as we like to say,
We just landed on the moon in the Lambo.
Be careful out there trading in meme coins. Don't put more than 1% of your portfolio into them. And as we like to say, the moon is not the limit to the moon and beyond. Happy Friday. Happy Mother's Day weekend to everybody.